Bebe's Kids.
And making some whiskey sour.
And pointing a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Miss Piaget, what did you pick?
Well, first of all, before I say, okay, I know what you're thinking. And okay, just bump me back in.
Nothing concise started with, first of all.
Welcome back to our channel.
Staying in with Sean and PJ.
Movie and a nightcap.
This week is Piaget's pick. Piaget, what did you pick?
Actually, I'm gonna correct it, and it is my cousin Portia's pick.
Oh hey!
Oh hey! So she is the one. My cousin Portia is the one who suggested this movie. We used to watch this growing up in the early '90s, and it is a cartoon. Portia might like cartoons.
We found out that recently.
So we're going to be watching BEBE'S KIDS. Alright, so BEBE'S KIDS is actually based off of the stand-up comedian Robin Harris from the early 1990s. And it is a cartoon, like we said, and it has a whole slew of famous actors from that time. One that is one of my favorites from all of my go-to movies.
Who's that?
Faith on Love. I don't know if you remember him in Friday, playing Big Worm.
Damn!
Okay, I did not see that coming. He was in the Players Club. He was Wendell in the Parenthood. He was in a lot of good stuff back in the day. And also Marcus Houston was in it.
Marcus Houston was in it.
Yeah. Do you have something to say?
He owes me money.
Marcus Houston owes him money.
He owes me money.
He'll tell you about it later.
I did extra work for him.
He'll tell you about it
He owes
now.
me money. I'm just saying. I want to hand him a bill and say, you got served.
Anyway.
Or that would be immature of me.
Oh God. Back to BEBE'S KIDS. So, it follows Robin Harris, who meets the beautiful Jamaica, and they're like vibing, they're having a good time, and he's gonna ask her on a date. And before he can do that, he finds out, she has a kid, and he's not really feeling that because he has no kids and he does not want any responsibility. So, he kinda is deciding to accept this because she is just that good looking and that fly. So
She got that like Nia Long haircut.
She does have a Nia Long haircut. Everybody loved Nia Long. If you don't know who Nia Long is, we'll put her somewhere here. So he's like, whatever. You have a kid, that's fine. That's the least of my worries. We'll all go on a date. He comes and picks them up, and to his surprise, it's not just Jamaica and her son, it's also BEBE'S KIDS. Oh God.
And they are terrorists.
Terrorists. Like awful, 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 awful children. If you've ever heard the phrase, oh, you be a BEBE'S kid, I don't know if you have, but I have. That's where that comes from. They're in the car, he has all the kids, and
Take him to Fun World.
yeah, they take him to Fun World. They get to this amusement park, and he's already worried because it costs a lot of money when you go to these parks. So you gotta feed the kids, you gotta get the kids in, it's a lot. So he's already irritated. So they're in Fun World, the kids are already being bad, security is already following them around, more so not even because they're black, but they are.
There's some race topics going on.
No, there are.
Where it's a cartoon, it's animated, so you're like, this is zany and fun.
Yeah, you're like, is this for kids? Is this not for kids?
Yeah, it is for kids.
I watched it as a kid, so it's, I'm gonna say it's for kids.
There's a political announcement in it, which is true.
No, it's, you know, it's hitting you with some messages.
Right,
okay?
yeah, for some facts.
Some facts, yeah.
If you're gonna laugh and then also learn this.
Yeah, it's like you laugh and you learn.
Yeah.
You learn and you laugh. So we're in the amusement park. The security people are so annoyed with all these kids because they're being so bad.
And they're racist.
They are racist for sure. But the kids are bad. But so they're in the park, they're causing terror, man. And now the grown-ups, they kind of want to do their own thing. So they break off, which is not probably a good idea. They do their thing, the kids do theirs. Kids get into some trouble. The parents are getting into some trouble because Robin's ex shows up, so you already know that that's probably gonna be crazy. And then
She has an agenda.
yeah, and then at the end of the day, they all meet back up, and everyone is just kind of over each other. So we get to see how Robin deals with Bebe's kids, Jamaica's kids, kids that are not
His ex-wife.
his
His
ex-wife.
ex-wife's friend.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that Robin is dealing with, and we get to go on the adventure with him. So it was a really great movie for me. It was something that a staple in my home, something that Portia and I enjoyed watching together often. So in honor of Mother's Day, I present you with Bebe's Kids.
And with Bebe's Kids in the opening, this whole fable comes to fruition with him talking to a bartender, a blind bartender, which is a funny bit.
Yeah.
The bartender's just kind of boring.
Yeah, he's like pouring, and he looks kind of like Ray Charles. He's blind.
And everyone's acting like this man is not blind.
Yeah, everyone's ignoring that.
Yeah. It's got a little like Who Framed Roger Rabbit thing going
Yeah,
on
it
with
does.
like the adult humor. So this guy's talking to the bartender, telling him what's going on, and he's pouring bourbon whiskey all over the place.
Yeah.
And I was a little sour about it, so we're gonna make a whiskey sour.
Sour.
Ready for some whiskey sours?
I think I am. Racia! Hey, what's up?
Oh.
We talking about Bebe's Kids. What's up? Uh-huh.
Don't do it.
No. Today we're making a whiskey sour.
Ingredients that you'll need. On the top of it's going to be a maraschino cherry,
The best type of cherries.
lemon juice, a sweetener. We're going to use a little bit of an egg white, and any kind of bourbon and whiskey. So you're going to start off with a dry tin. You can do the lemon juice. We're going to do 1 ounce of lemon juice.
Wait. What does dry tin mean? I don't think that they understand that.
You're going to have no ice.
Okay, great, because I didn't know.
No ice in the tin because you're going to do a dry shake. Dry shake means you're going to shake everything up, again, without the ice. 1 ounce of the lemon juice, half an ounce of your sweetener here.
Okay, I get to crack the egg.
Crack the egg.
Okay, it's happening.
Only the egg whites.
Okay. Last
Give
little.
me 1 second. We're in the weeds. What did you order? We don't have the
Well, maybe they
quesadillas.
shouldn't have ordered a cocktail.
We
They
don't
wanted
have the
it quickly.
quesadillas. So now everything is in the tin except for the alcohol. And we're going to do the dry shake. This is going to make it frothy with the egg white. After that, we add set ice.
Okay.
Now you got the ice in the bin. Now we add the whiskey. 2 ounces of your any favorite bourbon or whiskey. Boom.
Boom.
Give it a proper shake.
All right.
Proper shake time.
Proper shake time. Oh yeah. You can work out and drink at the same time. You don't have to choose. Oh, but I don't want to do this anymore. Woo.
After all the shaking, we got some fresh ice there, and we're just going to strain over. Should be nice and frothy as well. Boom. Add a little maraschino cherry just to top it off.
That part.
The most expensive part of the drink.
Okay. That's good.
Oh yeah, whiskey sour in the summertime.
Let's go find Bebe's Kids!
Where they at?
Cheers!
Whiskey
sours
to you and you.
Yes.
Bebe's Kids
Mm-hmm.
mean something to you.
Yes.
Childhood movie.
Yes.
Watching it with cousins.
Yes.
What's your favorite scene in Bebe's Kids? Watching it now as an adult.
Rewatching it, just flood of memories. But I think that Portia and I, we would generally love things that we could like dance and sing to and things like that. And one scene that really sticks out to me that I love is anytime they do any type of musical breakdown, like a rap or a song. Specifically, just to give you a little preface, one of the main kids, he broke into a toy store and punched a toy robot. So now, of course, the toys are alive and they're putting the kids on trial for punching one of their own, one of their toy soldiers, you know? So now they're in this really, really cool court scene, and the prosecutor is robot Nixon, and the defense attorney is, of course, Abraham Lincoln as a robot, because black people love Abraham Lincoln.
And I understand why. Big deal.
To defend themselves, they like bust out and rap and song, and one of the Jamaica's little boy, who Bebe's kids constantly like pick on, and he had this whole moment earlier when he was like, I just want respect, and Robin was actually being super sweet and was like, if you want respect from them, you have to earn it. And this was his moment to shine, and he like, because that kid was about to get found guilty.
One of Bebe's kids on trial.
Yeah, Bebe's kid was on trial.
And then Jamaica's kid
was the one who was like, came to his rescue because he was about to get like found guilty.
He busted out in a rhyme.
I don't know, I felt like you were about to do it like you had memorized it, and I was about to be super impressed.
Miggity Mac. That was crisscross.
I know, but I'm just saying, I keep thinking you're about to go into a full song at any moment.
I'm not going to rap now. No.
Okay, great. So, yes. Jamaica's son saves the day, he busts into a rap, and he puts up a great defense, and
It brings them all closer.
Yeah, it brings them together, which was really awesome.
That little group.
And it was just like a fun little scene, and it was just kind of comical because you have all these like dead white presidents.
Very specific choices.
Yes, and I loved it though. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna go on a limb here that you've never seen Bebe's Kids before this.
No, I have not. No.
Okay. I don't know how I would know that.
No particular reason.
But now watching it, what scene did you like favor, if you will?
If you will. If you will.
If you will.
Yeah, I shall. I didn't know what I was watching in the terms of like, is this for kids or adults? Like,
yeah, I get that. I mean, it's a cartoon that has kids in it.
So that alone was making me laugh. But I did appreciate the scenes again. They do touch on like racism and stuff, and there's just some things to be aware of, like when they are they're going shopping and they look at the license plates.
Oh my God! Yes, that's a good one.
And they're people they know, their names aren't on license plates because it's only just like Gary and John and
yes, okay.
Basic names.
That was very devastating for me as a child when I would go on a school trip, go into the gift shop, and I could not find my name.
Yeah.
And I would look every single time as if somehow Piaget would just be there.
But you could find your name in the jewelry shop.
I know, because I'm expensive.
Oh. So I appreciated all of those scenes that touched on that, because it is kind of like, it's like a punch in the face, but you're also like, okay, that's real. That's the real talk. Mm-hmm. But my favorite scene is just simply the introduction of meeting the Bebe's kids, where he drives up and just they're very specific personality. Tone Loc plays like a little baby, and he just rolls up on him. He's like, "What's up, Leia?" And you're like, "That's a hilarious choice." Like, he had a lot of like offhand comments when he meets the Marcus Houston character. He does like a very long like handshake, and he's like, "Whoa, you're really militant about this."
Yeah.
You're a militant brother. Like all that, like all those little like asides were like delightfully funny, because he was just like crazy things are happening, and he was always like commenting on it.
Yeah.
And then again, the adult humor in it is like these two kids would get into a fight, and then they would just be like, "Well, at least I have a mama," and you're like, "Whoa." Like, this is aggressive.
That's why kids are so funny to me, because they will hit you with some truth.
Like,
right
where is Bebe? We never even met her.
Also, one of Bebe's kids had a switchblade on him.
You gotta...
I don't know why.
Environment. But that introduction, you just gotta see these crazy characters, and with his like, kind of Seinfeldian kind of like... It also starts off like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like
so Robin Harris... You see him like full human version doing a little bit of his stand-up, and then it goes into cartoon world like Roger Rabbit, like a Jerry Seinfeld opening into Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld with Roger Rabbit.
Mixed with all the bestness of blackness.
Boom.
There you go.
Bebe's Kids.
Bebe's Kids.
Oh, hey, Piaget.
Oh, hey, Sean.
What time is it?
I don't know, it might be...
Pop quiz!
Pop quiz. You know what time it is, and you know how it goes. You have two teams. You have Team Shawnigan over here, and Team Pia Monsters. And you need to pick a team, pick a fate, because when that person drinks, you drink.
pour yourself a shot. If you get it wrong, you got a drink.
That's how it goes. First question. Where do Jamaica and Robin first meet? I'm sorry, I was holding it in. I thought I could hold it in the whole time. I couldn't.
Where did they first meet? Shit. Shit.
Look into your mind.
Outside of a liquor mart?
What? That was so specific.
Well, there are a lot of liquor marts. I feel like that was a choice. I don't know.
They met at a funeral.
Oh, that's right.
They did. Oh, yeah. Drink.
Cheers, guys.
Question number 2. Please name all of Bebe's kids.
Fuck off. No. Khalil.
Okay. I feel like that one was the hardest one.
No way. That was.
I feel like you always get mad about this, and you always get like the hardest ones, in my opinion,
all I can
right?
think of
First.
Khalil, because he was on trial and everything.
Okay, come on
I know
now,
he's
you
a
got
baby, but I don't know what the baby's called.
Come on, you got this.
Pee-wee?
Yes!
Alright, the girl's tough. I do not remember the woman's name.
The woman, the child, the little girl?
A young woman. Give her the respect she deserves. She's a young woman. I don't know.
DMX, this is one of the names DMX says in.
He says like 27 names. I know there's 3 Kims.
Okay, it's a name that DMX has said in the song. I'll give you first letter, L.
Letitia?
Nope. I'll give you one more.
What do you really want from her?
Oh.
About 3 Kims! Is it a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Latoya?
No, you're close.
What is it?
LaShawn.
LaShawn. You did a Sean earlier. That's in the club. Hey, Sean again. Have an early night. You could have said like my name but different with that clue.
Oh. Just a disclaimer, Sean, his alarm hit to wake up is that song.
No, it's not.
It's a DMX song.
It's a Rough Riders anthem. Everybody knows that.
He loves DMX.
He's my spirit animal.
And that is literally a blast every morning to wake him up is DMX Rough Riders. Every morning. And when he works out and he sets up his little situation like he's in a prison yard for some reason, like it's the weirdest thing. I don't know who he thinks he is in his mind when he looks in the mirror. Got some DMX dysmorphia. Okay. Question number 3. Okay, Sean. Where did they end up? What city, to be specific? Do they end up?
Las Vegas.
There you go.
At the very end, they end up in Las Vegas. And then the child unplugs the entire city of Las Vegas, apparently.
Yeah, apparently Las Vegas is lit by one large
plug. If a child unplugs that,
that's just draped in the middle of the street.
the whole city shuts down. Bottoms up.
I let you have that last question because I felt sorry for you. Okay, guys, so if you've been paying attention at home, you'll see the scores are somewhere down here. And the score is Sean 2, Pia 1. That means Sean lost.
What do you rate it, childhood film of yours? What do you rate it? 1 to 3, Sean and Piaget sustain ends.
A 5. Purely for nostalgic reasons. Is it the best movie I've ever seen in my life? No. But I don't care. It's my life, it's my childhood.
You love what you love.
And I love what I love. Thank you. I don't have to explain nothing to you. So Sean, my pick.
Yes.
Something that means a lot to me. Something near and dear to my heart. A connector to my family. You know Portia.
I do.
You talk to her often.
Very nice.
She'll be watching. She's looking at you now. What are you don't look at her. Look at her in that lens.
So
You know who's also looking at you? Right behind Portia. I don't know if you can see him. It's Mikey.
Hey, man.
Who also would watch it with us. And right behind Mikey, you might find Dwayne. So what do you want to tell?
Why are there so many people in one room?
What do you want to tell these people?
Why are they standing in a row? They can, just spread
right?
out.
Nope.
Spread out, everybody.
They're looking. They're waiting for you.
I give it a 5.
Okay, there you go.
No, it was way better than I thought it was going to be. The humor was funnier than I expected, also because it was like an adult movie in that regard. And I think it's also important. It's an important movie to watch, especially if you are young and you have children. There's a couple like wake-up calls in there where you're like, whoa.
Yeah, this is fun. It's all fun and laughs, but there are some really serious topics weaved in there.
Five. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the bell located somewhere around here. And share.
And please comment below. Ask us questions about drinks, movies. What's your favorite movie? What you've seen? Have you seen BEBE'S Kids? Do you know what BEBE'S Kids is? Let's talk about it. What's up? And all the ingredients and how to make the drink will be listed in the description box below.
BEBE'S Kids can be found on Netflix. So, thanks.
Check her out.
And Sean.
Yes.
Go
on.
You were so ready for that.
I'm ready.
Sean,
what's your question?
What's your next movie pick for us?
In honor of nostalgia, I saw and noticed, and I wanted to be a part of your memory lane.
Okay.
We're gonna watch Dick Tracy. Have you ever seen Dick Tracy?
No, I have not.
We're gonna watch Dick
real
Tracy.
White.
It is. It's kind of a comic booky world. It's gonna be on HBO. And it's an all-star cast. It's like Warren Beatty, Al Pacino, Madonna.
I love Madonna.
Dustin Hoffman, like there's a lot of people in it.
It sounds good. So it should be good.
Yes, Dick Tracy coming up hot.
And thanks again to everybody that is still on the front lines working. Your nurses, your grocers, anybody that's still out there working, providing a lifestyle that we all can be here in our homes, safe, and, you know, staying healthy. So to all of those people out there, from us to you,
thank you. Stay safe, guys.
Cheers.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
I'm so
alone in the world.
Hot?
So hot.
I'm hot.
What BEBE'S Kids really need is freedom.